Okay, wait, hold on, wait a second. Before you continue watching, I just want to let you guys know that there are spoils in this video. So spoiler alert. This review is based all on episode 1 of this anime, and I just want to let you know that there are spoils. Okay, I mean, it's like spoiled milk 5 weeks after its expiration date. There, spoiler alert. Okay, spoiler alert. But yeah, please enjoy. What's up, guys? This is another video to put in my anime, manga, and comic selection of my YouTube channel. And if you haven't seen my Last of Us video that I just uploaded, I'm gonna say it again. I'm truly sorry for not uploading any videos for such a long time and leaving you guys hanging. I hope you accept my apology, and I'm gonna tell you now, I am going to try to commit more time to this channel. And honestly, I've just also been having some technical difficulties with my computer, and well, hopefully I can get a new computer and things will work out just fine, guys. So trust me, I'm working on this, and I'm going to be committing myself more time to this channel and to you guys, and to all the guys who have subscribed to me and who are still watching my videos. Thanks to you guys, I really appreciate all the support. But anyway, back to the contents of this video. I'm going to be doing an anime review on an anime called Nobunagun. Now, this anime is pretty cool, and well, let me just start from the beginning. So it starts off with a bunch of action, a lot of action, people dying, people fighting, and stuff like that. And actually, the first thing I noticed was the artwork. The artwork for this anime was pretty cool. It seemed a little more cartoony than realistic. Let's see, what's a realistic anime? Like crap, what's it called? Free or Attack on Titan. Those are kind of, their artwork is kind of like realistic. This one is kind of more like cartoony, kind of like One Piece, kind of. And at first I thought it was just because it's like because it was just a flashback, and but I thought it was like a flashback or memory, and that's why it's kind of cartoony. But it's actually cartoony or like unrealistic artwork throughout the entire anime. So yeah, I noticed the artwork, and I'm actually just fine with it. I'm just stating that that's what the artwork is kind of like. But it starts off with a bunch of action, and there's this guy named Nobunaga, who's this lord or something, and he's under attack by some rivals or something like that. This other army, and he goes kind of like walks to his armory, and while he's doing that, he's actually fighting a couple guys. And right away, I noticed that this anime is not afraid to show some blood and gore. He's like slashing at people and killing them, and you can see blood and stuff. If actually further on into the anime, or into the episode, there's a part where a civilian actually dies, and you see a lot of blood. I actually kind of like all these actiony animes and stuff like that. Those are the kind of animes I like, so plus for me. But yeah, he's making his way to his armory, and he opens it up, and there's like swords and a gun. And I kind of like this because he reaches for the gun, which is pretty cool. Cause I like guns. I have this magic versus technology kind of thing, and I like guns, you know. So technology and guns and science beat magic. I mean, swords are technology too, but if I had the choice, I'd have a gun over a sword. But it's cool. It's cool. He picks up the gun, and then he gets stabbed, and then the main character, which is a girl named Ogura. I'm really hoping I'm saying all these names correctly. She wakes up, and it turns out the whole thing was just a dream. And what I noticed right away is that there's it's her bedroom. I like how and her bedroom really what's the word I'm looking for? It's very personalized, and it totally shows a lot about her personality. You see, there's a bunch of model airplanes and tanks and model guns and a bunch of military posters, and right away you can see that she's a military fan. She's all into weapons and guns and tanks and stuff, which is totally cool. And even her shadows, you notice there are like shadows in her room, and all the shadows are camouflage. In fact, you even notice later on in the anime, there are a bunch of regular girls walking by, and their shadows are like all flowery and everything. But her shadow, when she's walking by, her shadow's all camouflage and everything, which I thought was kind of cool. It totally got me interested into this character right away. I mean, it's like she's not a girly girl. She's into like manly stuff, but again, she's not like a manly girl, you know, like Revi or something. She still has her girly side. Revi is from Black Lagoon, if you don't know. Yeah, so that's her name, Ogura, and she I think she goes to this all-girls school because she arrives to school and she's actually running late. So she arrives to school just in time for this field trip, and her class is all girls. So either it's just her class that's all girls, but I think it's most likely she goes to an all-girls school. And at this school, she's actually not the most popular of girls. Actually, she's kind of a loner. And when she goes on her field trip, they're actually going to Taiwan for their field trip. She goes to the field trip, and while all the other girls split off into groups, she's actually by herself. All the girls, and you can also see that she's definitely alone because all the girls are taking selfies with each other while she's just taking pictures of, and like the girls are taking selfies of each other with their friends, with each other, next to like statues and monuments and stuff like that, while Ogura is taking pictures of stuff, and not even selfies, just pictures, you know, just straight up photos. And so she's kind of alone. And then once lunchtime comes, she's eating a burrito, actually 2 burritos, but she's eating by herself. And all of a sudden, this popular girl, I don't know what to call her. The popular girl, her friends call her Karu, but Ogura calls her Asao. I think that's how you say it. Again, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these names incorrectly. Please bear with me. Yeah. So Ogura calls her Asao, and Asao's friends call her Karu. And she's the popular girl. She actually walks up to Ogura and says, "Hey, you want to hang out with us?" And she's all friendly and everything. Ogura actually becomes kind of like embarrassed and a little antisocial, and she says, nah, it's cool. You go ahead and hang out with your friends. I'm just this unpopular girl. You don't want to hang out with me. And Ogura kind of plays it off, says, okay, fine. But then she turns around quickly and takes a selfie with Ogura and catches Ogura off guard. Oops, and they become what's the word? They become acquaintances, kind of like friends. And then all of a sudden, Ogura notices these airplanes in the sky. I forgot what they're called, but she notices them and recognizes them. And she's like, and she gets all, hyped up. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's these, blah 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 fighter jets from the Taiwanese Air Force, right? But then you also notice it fires missiles and it hits something. It hits something, and then all of a sudden tanks show up, and she even recognizes the tanks too. And then this like a giant monster shows up out of nowhere, and she has no idea what it is. And then you just there's like a little bit of a scene where it's just like the tanks and the airplane and pretty much the military are just trying to fight this thing, like something out of Godzilla. And it's pretty cool. Cool scene for me because it shows technology and humans fighting back at whatever this thing is. And even though the humans are kind of getting their butts kicked and the technology is losing, hey, I don't care. We fought valiantly, and I still think we're the best. And so Ogura all of a sudden remembers Asao and or Taru, whichever one you want to call her, and she goes running after her, trying to find her, trying to make sure she's safe. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes out of nowhere. His name is Jack Ripper. Actually, that Jack Ripper dude, he's part of the secret organization. I forgot what they're called, but pretty much they are humanity's force against these monsters. I totally support these guys. I think they're pretty cool since they are humanity's defense. Humans! And, but I kind of don't like what this old lady, she seems to be like the leader of them. I kind of don't like how she says, she pretty much says, mere conventional weapons designed to kill humans cannot destroy these monsters, you know? I mean, I understand that's supposed to, that's what happens in like all sorts of science fiction stories and everything. Like, you know, aliens will show up or monsters will show up, and it's like, hey, your conventional weapons, they're not gonna work against them. I understand that. But I don't know. I kind of thought, what you talking about? Humans and guns are totally awesome. I don't know. I still support humanity and their technology to fight these monsters. So yeah, that's that. And he comes out of nowhere and starts fighting this giant monster with this crazy cool weapon, which looks like a ball at first, and then transforms into like a blade. He starts fighting it, and then next thing you know, more creatures come out of nowhere, and they're actually smaller, kind of like infantry. And he kind of gets overwhelmed and weakened, and then Agura picks up the ball because she tries to save. She kind of feels like a connection to it. She's all like, "Whoa, deja vu! I feel like I've seen this before." And so she picks up the ball and she tries to save her friend Asao. Then all of a sudden there's another scene, and it's a flashback, and you kind of get a background story. It turns out that guy in the beginning, Nobunaga, he was actually reincarnated into Ogura, okay? And the deal was Nobunaga's reincarnation would have a power to fight monsters and wield a weapon in any form she wanted, right? And so there was a question asked, what do you think Nobunaga's reincarnation, what kind of weapon do you think she would want? And Nobunaga's all like, it's totally obvious, she's gonna want a gun. And then you just see Ogura with this giant gun, and she's just shooting it, and it was totally awesome. And then that was the end of the anime, or the episode. Yeah, it was pretty cool. My afterthoughts were literally guns. I mean, I can totally tell I'm gonna love this anime because I mean, you see a lot of animes where these characters have awesome powers, right? Like, I don't know, some guy will shoot a fireball, another guy can wield like a totally strong sword, or somebody hit it with a bow and arrow. I like this anime because finally the main character decides to wield a superpower in the form of a gun, you know? I mean, I know there's other animes with guns, like Black Lagoon or something, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like she has a superpower and she decides to use that superpower in the form of a gun, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I really like this anime. I look forward to watching some more of it. It's ongoing. I believe there's only 3 episodes for now, or right now. And yeah, so that was my anime review for Nobunagun. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the title. If you look at the spelling, it's Nobunagun. Okay, I like how they implement the word gun into the title, you know, since she actually uses a gun, kind of like Shogun, or yeah, Shogun. Like Shogun is like gun show backwards. It's the show of a gun. Shogun. Now check it out, Nobunagun. It's pretty cool. And I really like this anime. I think you guys would like it. So yeah, check it out, guys. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys later.